Hello, my name is Erica Marcourt, and with all the shootings happen in schools and public areas, I wanted to do my own research to find out if playing violent video games leads to violence. Gaming has always been a hobby of mine and helps me unwind and relax from the stress going on in my life, especially with school. So my brother and I have been playing video games since we were little, and we seem to have turned out just fine. And I've noticed that over time, games have become more violent. And since I do let my kids play video games as well, I wanted to do a little more research and find out a little bit more about this. The American Psychological Association, known as the APA, considers violent video games a risk factor for aggression, but it isn't clear whether violent video games are linked to crimes. Within the another division within the APA published their own statement advising government officials and the news that acts of violence are not attributed to video games. So there even seems to be some confusion within the APA. So I decided to research a little bit more. So, research has said that if violent video games directly lead to violent behavior, the data would show increases in violent crimes on a large scale as more people play violent video games. Some evidence show that more youth are playing these games and the rate of youth violence has decreased. Whether it's just that they're sitting at home and playing these games instead of going outside could be a possibility, but don't know. Research has also found that publications on violence and video games is biased and that you're more likely to find publications connecting the two versus not finding a connection or having a connection. A University of Oxford study showed that there is no link between violent video games and teenage aggression. Professor Andrew Pritzbilski went on to say, the idea that violent video games drive real-world aggression is a popular one, but it hasn't tested very well over time. Despite interest in the topic by parents and policymakers, the research has not demonstrated that there is a cause for concern. Unfortunately, there have been very few studies linking and even showing that there's a connection between aggression and violent video games with children under 10. So that's a place where we could improve things. It would be interesting to see studies that show if teen crime decreases when there's a release of a popular violent video game. It seems like data is very conflicting on whether it causes violence or aggression or not. It would be interesting to see what future research shows. Thank you.